So when I think of a good story, I think about movies that I watched as a child. A lot of these movies are typically Disney movies because they all follow like the same formula. Basically, there's a hero, they have a dream, and then they have all of these obstacles that they have to like overcome. And basically this formula allows the reader to be like, okay, well, I have this dream, and if they can overcome all of these things, so can I. And it's just basically like inspirational and motivational for the viewer, whether you're a child or an adult watching a movie. Like, I feel like that's why so many people like hold on to like these films, because they're just such good stories that can inspire the viewers or the readers.
I think the mark of a good story is one that can bring you happiness even when you're feeling sad or things feel like they're hopeless. Whenever I'm sick, I tend to put on a comfort movie, and for me, that tends to be Harry Potter or The Hunger Games. Some may not necessarily like those movies, but they've always put a smile on my face, and the protagonist always comes out on top at the end, which really just gives me a lot of hope.
For me, I love rereading my favorite books. I think that's when I know that a story is good. It's like when you keep replaying your favorite songs. You know, you get the same feelings that you did the first time, and that's when you know that the story really touched you.
For me, a good story is one that's smart and can evoke thought, and like after you finish watching it or reading it, you can just be like, okay, but I want to know more. So you start to like analyze it, and it really piques your interest and can keep you wanting more, and even like cause like your own interpretation of the story, so you can keep building off of it, whether like you want to create like your own version of the story, or you want to like see more of like these specific details later on in the story. One that invokes thought. Those are good.
I think that what makes a good story is a careful balance of familiarity and novelty. I feel myself drawn to a certain movie or novel because it looks familiar and fits well into the schema of stories I like. But after that point, I think what makes something go from good to great is whenever a story sets expectations in a slight predictability, but then goes in a different, unexpected direction.
I think what makes up a great story is how character development and story plot points and story development all ties in together and makes a very pleasing ending, whether it be a disappointing ending or sad ending or a happy ending. You know, just something that, you know, ties everything together. I feel like that's when you know it's been a good movie. I also think that when it comes to sequels and sagas and stuff like that, I feel like whenever the characterization flows through the next film, or whenever the story continues to, be entertaining, and also when the characters continue that character development from the last film or the film before, and that continues on, I feel like that's what really makes a very great series of movies.
Basically, I think that a good story is one that can make you feel a lot of emotions, like whether it's anger, happiness, sadness, one that just like gives you a reaction that you can keep thinking about like hours later, or just like want to keep rewatching. I don't know, but like if you can like keep thinking about it, or you can keep feeling like a sort of way because of a movie or a story, then it's really good. And yeah.